Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I go by Rita if you don't know me, and today I'm going to be doing my makeup and also a get to know me tag. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see from me next. So let's get into the video and I hope you guys enjoy it. So first I'm gonna moisturize my skin. I use the Nivea Creme to moisturize. It's kind of a lot. I'm gonna say, you guys, right now I have no idea what look I'm going for. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm usually a pretty simple person unless I'm going out. And plus my brushes are all dirty, and usually I find when my brushes are dirty and I try to do like a really intricate look, it never comes out right because there's like product on it and it just doesn't blend as well or come out well. Let me tie my hair back.
Ah, the ghetto!
I look like such a freak. All right, so I'm just setting my brows because I just put moisturizer on it and I don't want the product that I put on my brows to mess up or to look bad. I don't want all the oils to mess up the application of me applying my brow stuff, if that made sense. And I'm setting my nose because I get really oily, and a little bit on my forehead. I'm using the Fenty Beauty eyebrow pencil in Brow MVP. Oh, please excuse me if I'm looking this way and not at the actual camera. I need to like get used to this. I'm doing this on my phone. All right, let me start answering some questions. My name is Arita, that's what the A stands for. I go by Rita or Arita, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm 25 years old. My birthday is December 20th, Sagittarius in the house. I live in Jersey right now. I was born and raised in Jersey and also raised in Grenada. I am half Grenadian. I lived in Grenada for about, I want to say about 3 or 4 years, I think. I know I did first and second grade in Grenada. Grenada is such a beautiful place. It's an island, if you guys didn't know. Hold on, let me finish this brow because I have such a hard time talking and doing makeup, so let me just finish this brow and then, or these brows, and then I will get back to answering questions. I always wanted to do makeup. One of my best friends in college, she took me to Sephora, and that's where I bought my first couple pieces of makeup, like foundation, and I remember I would watch Aaliyah J all the time, still do. And oh my gosh, the mistakes that I made doing makeup, I'm oily, like I probably already said, and Aaliyah J has dry skin. So what I was doing is I was buying all of the products that she was using, and it was for dry skin. And when I would do my makeup would come out looking so bad, and it's like I would put my makeup on and then I would instantly get so oily.
Get oily. I'm fried chicken on your face. You get oily.
And like my makeup was basically running off my face.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
And it just looked so horrible. And I never really realized why. Because she was the only person that I was really watching at the time, and I never really thought about different skin types. You know, I never really thought about dry, oily. I don't know what made me finally realize, like, you have oily skin, you need to start using products for your skin type. So once I got my makeup down packed and I started purchasing makeup for my skin type, I was still pretty young. I was like around, this is about 5 years ago I started doing makeup. So I was 20, and once I, you know, got my makeup down pat, then I started to really depend on makeup because, you know, I'm young, I'm pretty insecure about, you know, what I look like. Not now, but at that time I was definitely putting on makeup for the wrong reasons. I had a job at the time and I was working there for over 2 years, and that entire 2 years that I worked at that job, I wore makeup. I just thought that I needed makeup to, like, you know, make me feel pretty, and it's like, oh my god, like, God forbid I showed my natural face. I don't know what I thought would happen. Not even like, people probably wouldn't even care, you know, but just me being me, I thought I needed makeup, and it didn't really hit me until I was having a conversation with one of my coworkers, and I said it out loud. I said, you know, I needed makeup to make me feel pretty, and hearing it being said out loud, I was just like to myself, like, no, like, I do not need to be thinking like that. There's no reason for me to feel this way because there's no reason for me to feel this way because I'm not an ugly girl, and I 100% don't need makeup to make me feel better. Once I actually said it out loud, I was like, no, I need to change this, and I need to start to love myself. So I think after a while I stopped wearing makeup. It had nothing to do with the job also, you know, me wearing makeup. It was just my own personal insecurity. Like, I don't know what I thought would happen if I showed up to work without makeup one day.
What is it?
But I really needed to take some time to get to know me and get to work on my insecurities and accept myself, and especially love myself, because that was a really big reason why I was feeling that way. So I took some time to get to know myself, love myself, and accept my flaws, and get past my insecurities. And makeup definitely took me to places that I didn't think it would, where I started to do other people's face, and I got to work with the Claremont twins, being one of their makeup artists, which was really cool. And I did a couple other fashion shows, like very small fashion shows, but I was just like, wow. When people started asking me to do their makeup and people wanted me to do videos, like, really? Like, little old me? So that definitely gave me a lot of confidence. That and learning to love myself gave me a lot of confidence in it. So that's my journey. That's my makeup journey. And you live, you learn, you grow, you make mistakes. But I would definitely say that if you want to do something, whether it's makeup, whether it's something else, whatever your passion is, definitely keep going, because you grow and time flies, and you look back, and when you see how far you've come, it definitely makes you feel better.
Like somebody's got a case of the definitelys.
So don't give up. I went to school for fashion design. It wasn't really my first choice. I originally wanted to go for psychology. I went to school in New York, and I met some really awesome people. I still communicate with a bunch of my college friends. We have this big group chat, and it's so crazy. We all started school in 2013, and we're still so close. We talk all the time, and everyone's just growing up and adulting.
So beautiful.
I'm going to set my foundation now, and I use 2 powders for that. I'm really bad at remembering to say what I'm using, so everything that I use, I'll list it down in the description box for you guys. Try to be as matte as possible. So I start with the MAC powder first, because it's closer to my skin tone or my foundation tone. Then I go in with the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder after. Quarantine for me has been really good. I'm such a homebody, so I've been really enjoying staying home. I've learned a lot about myself. I've gotten a lot of rest, and it's given me time to finally do things like this, like finally start my channel and save money, which is a big thing for me, and pay a lot of things off. So it's definitely been less stress. One of the things I started doing during quarantine was playing The Sims. I had always heard about it and never played it before, and I am so obsessed with that game now. It's such a good way to kill time when our actual lives gets boring. It's kind of good to, if it's kind of like a second life. Other things that I've been doing is I've definitely been trying to read more. I used to read a lot, but then I fell off and I started again. This is the book that I'm reading right now. It's called Very Nice by Marcy Demansky. The book is about a daughter who is in college and she starts to mess around with her professor. The professor asks his student, the daughter, to watch his dog while he goes away because his mom is dying. They had just lost their dog. I think they had a poodle and the professor's dog was also a poodle. So when the daughter came home with the dog, it was really kind of hard for their mom because she had just lost her poodle. But then she got so attached to the dog. So once, you know, he came back, she was so attached and she kind of didn't want to let go of the dog. This is nothing. This is like not even the story. I'm just a rambler. So whatever, forget about the dog. She got attached to the dog, whatever. So this is the palette that I use. Focus. Okay. It's a mess because I use it all the time, and I'm gonna just, oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a purple look today. But when the professor gets back, she's like really attached to the poodle. Mind you, the professor this was his last year teaching, so now he doesn't really have a job and he's kind of broke, and he had already had somebody move into his place, so he couldn't, she already had been paying for that month, so he couldn't really tell her like, hey, I'm home, never mind, get out because I'm broke and I don't have anywhere to go. So when he got back and he went to pick up the dog, the mom was like, oh, he's kind of cute, and they started talking to each other and getting to know each other, and eventually she asked him to stay there. At this point though, the mom and the professor have not slept together yet. I know that they do eventually sleep together. I'm not at that part yet, but this doesn't really sit well with the daughter that he's like sleeping over. I mean, she likes the fact that he's there, but it's also like my mom is here. Do I sneak into his room, you know, in the middle of the night? Does he want me to? Is he gonna sneak into my room because I really like him? But it's also kind of pissing her off because she could tell that her mom is flirting with him. And the book, it shows everyone's point of view. So the professor, he likes the daughter, but once he met her mom, he starts to think like, you know what, the daughter is a little bit too young, and here's an actual adult that I can talk to and get to know. Like, you know, he still likes her, the daughter, but not really like that anymore. I do know that eventually the mom and the professor sleep together, and I'm kind of curious to know how that plays out and how the daughter will find out and what's gonna happen. So it sounds pretty interesting so far. Let me know if you guys want me to keep you updated on what happens. Next question what are my pet peeves? Oh my gosh, one thing that really grinds my gears are people who call me for one thing. That has to be my biggest pet peeve, where it could have just been a text message and you're calling me for one thing. That irks me so much, because I don't really like to be on the phone anyway, unless you're like a close friend or just somebody that I could easily be on the phone with. Other than that, do not call me for one thing. Like, you can text me. 9 times out of 10, especially now, I'm kind of always really on my phone. I'm sometimes bad at texting back, or sometimes I really just genuinely don't see it, but don't call me for one thing if you can just text it to me. That is so annoying to me. It's just such a waste of a phone call.
Ooh, this motherfucker playing with me.
Calling me when you could text me is really one of my pet peeves. My height, I'm 5'5", so not too short, not too tall, average height. I get this question a lot. How long does it take me to do my makeup? Usually it takes me around like 45 minutes to an hour. To me, that doesn't seem so long, usually because I like to take my time when I do my makeup. That's like a really big thing. That's like, if I can give you guys any makeup tips, that would be one of my tips, is to take your time with it. Don't rush it, because I feel like when you rush and do your makeup, it never really comes out the way that you would like for it to. And you also need to take your time, because you need to make sure that everything is blended. Your foundation is blended, your concealer is blended. If you're doing eyeshadow, you need to make sure that your eyeshadow is blended. So I would say that's why it takes so long for me to do my makeup. And when I do my makeup, I kind of like to do a full face. I'm not really the type of person to do like a no makeup look. My skin is just not there. Some people can do it. Must be nice to just not have acne and horrible skin. Well, no, I don't have horrible skin, but you know, a pimple here, a pimple there, a pimple everywhere. Oh my gosh, if you have dry skin, please do not keep your powder on for this long, because your face will crack like nobody's business. I'm gonna do my wing liner. My wing liner was kind of like the first thing that I really perfected when I started doing makeup. I can't really think of any more questions, but overall, I am a pretty chill and fun person. I'm very, very introverted, but I'm also very outgoing. I can definitely go places by myself and meet people and have full conversations with anybody. I wouldn't really say that I'm a standoffish person. I love to meet people for the most part. I love to be alone. So this quarantine for me, it's just been heaven, because I've just been in my room half the time and going out every once in a while. And if I am going out, I'm surrounding myself with pretty chill people that I'm comfortable with. I hate drama. I'm a drama-free person. And one thing that I can say about me, that maybe I guess everybody should know, especially if you're meeting me, is that I really, really like my space. So I have a lot of times where I don't feel like talking to anybody or on the phone, or like I don't really like to text people. But like obviously for like my family or my friends, even if I'm in a mood, I will talk to you, but I really like my space. I like my space, which means I'm also gonna give you your space. I need my time to like miss people, you know? I'm not the type of person, I mean, there are certain people that I could be around 24/7 and not get bored with them, but for the most part, I just love my space, and I love to give people their space. But yeah, that's like one thing I guess to know about me, is I really like my space, and I don't care for drama at all. I won't even entertain it.
Get out my face with that. Get out my face.
If I'm not feeling it anymore or feeling a person anymore, you just won't hear from me anymore. Like, obviously, if I care about you, then we'll talk about it, which, you know, it's pretty rare for me to have issues with people that I'm close with. And if we do, we can talk about it like adults. But any other outside drama, I do not entertain it at all. You would just never hear from me, or you will be blocked, one or the other, because we're grown and there's no reason for drama. Life is so short, as we've been seeing, and there's way bigger things to put our energy into, and drama shouldn't be one of them. Anything that doesn't bring me peace does not have a place in my life.
Period!
About me, I love to give advice. Originally I wanted to be a therapist. I have my friends that I go to advice, and I'm also one of the people that my friends can come to for advice if they need somebody to come to and give them the real. Obviously, I don't have all the answers. I don't know everything. I just really surround myself with people that I can learn from, that can also give me the real. I love when I could have open and honest conversations with people, and we learn and grow from each other instead of, you know, judging each other or like hating on each other or trying to compete with each other. I'm definitely not that type of friend where if you come to me for advice, I'm gonna tell you what you want to hear. The delivery, it's not gonna be like super aggressive or rude. It's definitely gonna be me trying to look out for you and me wanting the best for you. My makeup actually came out really good. I'm so excited for this video. Of course, like the first video that you guys would have already saw was like super professional, and oh my gosh, eyeshadow. I look like I'm bleeding. But yeah, the first video was super profesh. Now that this came out so well, I can do this more often, and I definitely feel comfortable since I'm in my own space and I'm by myself to, you know, kind of talk more. So yeah, I'm so excited that this came out so well. I'm pretty much done with my makeup. I just have to do my lips really quick, but I hope that you guys got to know me a little bit better, and I'm really excited and happy that I was actually able to go through with doing this video, and I feel like it came out really well. I won't really know until I edit it and stuff, but I'm very proud of myself that I didn't give up. I am so sorry if I've been looking this way and not at the camera this entire time. I need to get used to that. I used to be super into lipstick. I remember when Ruby Woo came out, people were obsessed with Ruby Woo, and what was that other purple lipstick? Oh, that would have been so perfect if I used heroin on my lips. That would have been so perfect. I remember when that came out, everyone went crazy for it. And all the guys would be like, heroin, you guys are in heroin? It's like, no, it's the name of the lipstick, honey. Well guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm so glad at how it came out, and I hope that you guys enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. Definitely let me know in the comments what you would like to see more of from me. I don't know what direction I want to take this YouTube thing, to be honest with you, but I am just doing it at my own pace and doing whatever makes me comfortable. But I'm very much open to ideas, and yeah, just let me know what you want to see in the future and tell me what you think about this look. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.